Hi friends, and welcome to my video. You've read the title, you know what I'm doing. I did a video like this last year as well, so if you want to go and check that out, it will be in one of these corners and I'll try and remember to leave it down in the description as well. First off, I want to start off by saying that last year for movies was 10 times better than this year. I had a really hard time choosing my top 5, and that's only because there wasn't that great movies this year. Last year was definitely a struggle because there were so many good movies. This year was a struggle for the opposite reason. In last year's video, I gave a little list of movies that I was anticipating for this year, and those were Aladdin, Lion King, Avengers Endgame, Men in Black International, and It Chapter 2. So you're about to find out if any of those movies made it into my top 5 favourite movies of 2019. After I go through my favourite movies, we have some favourite movies from you guys. I asked you on Facebook and Instagram what your favourite movie of 2019 was. I will go through those at the end of the video. Before I get onto my top 5, which are in no particular order by the way, I want to give an honourable mention to Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, the last in the Skywalker series of movies. I really enjoyed it. It really made up for The Last Jedi because The Last Jedi was... Star Wars Rise of Skywalker was definitely on par with Force Awakens. It's kind of hard to choose which one I like better. I probably have to say Force Awakens just because that was kind of what kick-started the new trilogy, but Rise of Skywalker is definitely worth an honourable mention. Okay, so my top 5 favourite movies of 2019. First off, we have Aladdin. I had high expectations for this movie. Aladdin, the original, is one of my favourite Disney movies. It's definitely top 5, possibly top 3 Disney movies of all time. At least the animated ones, because it gets difficult when you try and combine. I just love too many Disney movies. I am also a massive Robin Williams fan. I was absolutely devastated when he passed. So going into this one, I had very low expectations, which probably helped it now that I think of it. But I didn't have the biggest expectations for it and was trying to kind of look at it as its own thing. I'm also a very big Will Smith fan, so I was happy when he was announced as the genie just because I thought if anyone could do it justice, Will Smith could. I really enjoyed Jasmine's new song, Speechless. I thought it was a really good addition, and overall I just really liked it and have been listening to the songs for like months. So next on my list of top 5 movies is Us. I didn't really know what to expect much from this movie, but I have to say I really enjoyed it. It's a horror without being too scary. It's a thriller without being over the top. I just really enjoyed the story, and I think Jordan Peele is great. The way it was shot, the music, the actors in the movie were amazing. And when I look back at all the 2019 movies I'd watched, this one kind of stood out in the page as one that I really remembered and really enjoyed. So the last 3 movies on my list are actually kind of superhero movies. Who would have thought? But next on the list is a movie called Shazam. Now again, this is another one I went into with like reasonably low expectations, but this movie was great. I couldn't recommend it higher enough. It is super funny, it has a lot of heart, and it's just kind of a different take on a superhero movie. And to be fair, in some places it's actually quite scary. The monsters in it are very ugly and there's quite a lot of violence and gore, not to the extent of something like Deadpool or Kick-Ass, but it was definitely more intense than I was expecting it to be. But if you haven't checked out Shazam yet, I really recommend that you should. Obviously the 4th film had to be on this list, and that is Avengers Endgame. I mean, don't need to say much about it. It was pretty epic and very sad. I'm not gonna give spoilers, but seeing my future husband Tom Holland cry was heartbreaking. And my 5th favourite movie of 2019 was Spider-Man Far From Home. I am a little bit obsessed with Tom Holland, just a little smidge. Nah, I'm not obsessed, but I really enjoy his work. I enjoy him and I love him as Spider-Man. Spider-Man's probably my favourite superhero, and I think he is the perfect choice for Spider-Man, and I really enjoyed Spider-Man Far From Home. It's kind of the lead off from Avengers Endgame, and I also think they had a great villain. Jake Gyllenhaal was fab, and I just enjoyed Tom Holland being Peter Parker generally. It was a really fun movie, easy to watch, easy to enjoy, and like I said, my list for 2019 movies wasn't very long just because there's not been a huge amount of movies that I've wanted to see this year. Last year was, well, I say last year, 2018 was definitely better, but out of everything I wrote down, these movies kind of jumped out at me as ones that I would kind of really enjoy watching again and again, and would highly recommend. So now I'm gonna let you guys know what everyone else's favourite movie of 2019 was. I got loads of replies, so thank you so much if you gave me your favourite movie to add to this video. First, I had 2 replies on Instagram, and the first one is from MasterMoo45, who is a lovely subscriber. Hi! His favourite movie of 2019 was Shazam, and I completely agree. Great movie. I have no idea how to say this, so I'm just gonna say Erin. Erin on Instagram. Her favourite movie was Toy Story 4. And now we move over to Facebook. So Ben's favourite movie of 2019 was Jumanji: The Next Level, which I also thought was great. I didn't think it was as good as the first one, but it was a great movie. Alex's favourite movie of 2019 was John Wick 3. Connor's favourite movie out of the 2 movies he saw in 2019 was Jumanji: The Next Level. Heather's favourite movie of 2019 was Joker. My dad's favourite movie of 2019 was Star Wars. Dan's favourite movie of 2019 was Endgame. No shocker there, I think a few of these are going to be Endgame. My mum's favourite movie of 2019 was The Lion King. Disappointed mum, should have been Aladdin. Lion King was... yeah, we're not going to talk about The Lion King. Kevin and Robbie, both their favourite movies were also Avengers Endgame. Stacey's favourite 2019 movie was Aladdin. Good choice. Ross, Jack and Chris, all of their favourite movies were Midsummer. I went to see Midsummer. That was a weird movie. Weird movie. Adam's favourite 2019 movie was It Chapter 2. Claire's favourite movie of 2019 was Frozen 2. Great movie. Great movie. Still, I prefer the first one, so that's why I didn't include it in my top 5, but it is a great movie. And also, Anna's favourite movie was also Frozen 2. So that was a really good mix of favourite movies. I really enjoy hearing other people's opinions on what kind of movies they like and stuff. So if any of you guys watching weren't a name that I read out, please leave a comment down below and let me know your favourite 2019 movie. I would really love to know. And now to end the video, I'm going to talk about some of my most anticipated movies for 2020. First off, we have Onward, which is a Disney Pixar movie, I think. Yep, double checked, Disney Pixar, and it has Tom Holland in it. I mean, it is animated, but it's still his voice. But no, I've seen the trailer and I think it looks really interesting, and it's an original. So we love an original, especially from Disney and Pixar. I'm excited to see kind of what they do with it. Next on the list is Mulan. Again, Mulan is one of my favourite Disney movies. Well, the original obviously. It's definitely top 5, maybe top 3. So I'm skeptical and interested to see what they do with the live action version. It's my most anticipated, not necessarily for the best reasons, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Next on my most anticipated list is The New Mutants, because this movie has been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back for ages, and it's meant to be like a darker version of the X-Men. with kind of like a younger cast and stuff, so this one sounds interesting. Don't know really what to expect. There must have been reasons why it kept being pushed back, which I haven't really looked into, so I don't really know why, but I can't wait for it to finally come out if it doesn't get pushed back again. Next is Jungle Cruise. I'm very excited for Jungle Cruise in the good way. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, we've got Emily Blunt, and it's based on a Walt Disney World ride. I mean, what doesn't sound good about that? Nothing. And last but not least, West Side Story, which is a movie that I haven't actually seen. Ooh, don't hit me. I haven't seen the original, but I'm looking forward to a musical. I'm a sucker for a musical. I love a musical. None of the other movies that I talked about are musicals, so fingers crossed that this is a good one. That's it for this video, guys, and I want to thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye!